Good to have you back. We're still continuing with section A, part A4, where we shall be making simple sketches and drawing just to explain how to go about using the basic tools in achieving our diagrams, our modeling. This will make more sense to you when you get your book by your side and your laptop and then repeat exactly what I'm doing here. I think that's the best way to learn, not just speaking grammar. So your eyes should be on the cursor pointer because at every point in time we activate command. And if you're not watching the cursor pointer, you won't know where each tool will be getting from. So it's good you focus on the cursor pointer. As you can see now, um, it's in form of human hand. That is called palm for movement. Okay, for movement, as you can see. So that is that. Now we shall be demonstrating using some diagrams in your textbook. That will be seen in 34 and 35 page 34 and 35 of your textbook will have something that look like this. So the essence is just to demonstrate on how to use our combine various tools to achieve these simple diagrams. Now, mind you, we're still working without dimension for now, okay? But then when it comes to technical drawing, everything will have to be dimensioned and we must have a unit. It must be specified. But then the essence of this stage of training is to just let you know how to call up your tools, how to use the combination of various choices to achieve your desired diagram. So that is where we are for now. Thank you very much. Now, straight to the business. Now, this is a blank uh, space where you have to work. Of course, I told you during the introductory part of the class that it can be taken as a canvas or the drawing area. Now, for the roof, okay, for the top, there are many ways to do it, but then it's now, mind you, different designs can be achieved in different ways. It all depends on the concept and the idea of the designer. Okay, like now, I want to get this shape. I'm working, I want to start with figure 1.2 VI. I think you have it on your textbook on page 35, I think so, yeah. Now, I want to work on that first. Now, I want to go about the drawing in this way. I come up with rectangle. What way I'm going to? This. I draw a simple rectangle, and that is that. Now, mind you, either I told us there are two ways of activating a command. Either you use a shortcut or you click on it directly. Now, I can say REC, enter. It gives me the same rectangle. Now, I want to get the exact middle of this. Okay, what do? I take my line, just watch what I'm doing. At the end of the day, the picture will explain better the objective. Now, I picked line and I pin the middle and pin at this place. What do I do to deactivate it? I say escape. It's gone. Now, just for the sake of teaching, I can also get the other side of the roof by clicking on the line again and doing this and clicking on this place. I've gotten what I want. Now, for the sake of teaching, I can achieve this thing in different way again. I can decide to clean this one. How do you clean? You select, say, you click delete, it goes. Or I can select and come to modify. That you see where the cursor pointer is. That is your delete, the delete key. Once I click on this place, it's gone. You can see. Now I want to demonstrate something here. I've gotten this one, which I want the same thing exactly on the other side. So what do? I can mirror it. I told you in modify tool you have a kind of action-based tools where you do some things based on already drawn object. You can trim, you can cut, you can extend, you can move, you can copy, you can array, you can offset. So they are action-based tools. Now I want to get exactly what I have here on the other side. Now I use the tool called mirror. As you can see where the cursor pointer is, I go again. This is my mirror here. I click on it. I select what I want. Now it's asking me to specify the first position. This is my first position. Specify the second. This is my now automatically you see the same shape on the right hand side. Okay, that is called mirroring. That's how to mirror. Okay, the the toggle bar is asking me specify the second point. If you look very well, if you're with your laptop, maybe you can zoom it bigger so you can see what I'm doing. It's asking me the second point, that the toggle bar. See where the toggle bar is. I've explained this in the initial class. This toggle bar here. And it's asking me specify the second point, and I said this. When I specify, it's still asking me a question. You can, if you look very well on the pop-up menu there, it's asking me yes or no. Now, if I click yes, it means I'm going to produce that new one, but I'm going to delete the first one. But if I say no, no simply means copy the new one and retain the old one. Don't delete the old one. That's the meaning of that. So I choose no, or I can say enter, whichever way. Once I do that, it will produce exactly what I want. So that's how to go about this. Now, next to that, we'll come to the diagram. Okay, we've achieved this. Now, you see, I've started from because I want to get something symmetrical, something very well positioned. So that's why I use the rectangle to achieve that. All right, so I continue again. Um, okay, we'll have certain distance below. Right, now I use a circle again. I come this way and produce a circle. Just, as I told us, it's not dimension. So you can always play around with whatever you have. Then I've gotten the first and second stage. Then the third one is to put the story, which is just a story. And that is this. Okay. I'm only making reference so I can get exactly what I want. Okay, I choose my rectangle and place it any place of my choice and extend it to this. This is what I want. Okay. Then the next is we'll have something like parapet there. How do you go about it? Now, if it's to be dimensioned, we have to specify the radius of the arc. Okay, it's very, very important. The extent of the curve. But now it's just freestyle. I just pick it up, I pin up here, pin it up here, and get here. Just bend my hand a little bit, and that is that. Okay, just as we have it on the left hand side, you can always have the same on the right hand side. Now, this for us to get exactly what we have there, like if I do my own modeling, I have my style of doing things to get things very uniform and very clean. I can always mirror it. Watch what happens now. I take the mirror. Mirror will produce exactly what you want there. Now they ask me the first point and the second point. Now it has produced that and I'll say no. So you can keep the former one. Now you can see what is there. I've gotten the duplicate of the left hand side on the right hand side. See, the journey is going gradually. Don't mind the way the work is rough. That's why we're using software to do that. Don't mind the way we have it rough. We're going to sort it out later on. Now, if you watch this place, uh, it's a bit rough, but I'm going to trim it, not to worry. Now, I've gotten this. Then the next one is the base. The base is still, I can use rectangle. Now, mine is not only rectangle. You can have to use a straight line and go your four corners. Once you go four corners, you achieve what you want. Something like this. Okay, I have it. Now, this is the skeleton of what we're looking at. More just uh, skeleton of the look. Okay, we're coming. Now, we have this. I want to do something at this side just to make it uniform. I want to shift this circle to lap with the edge. So I move it. So I get it closer. As I told you earlier, don't bother the way the thing is rough. We're going to sort it out. And it's even good that it's rough. So in the course of arranging the work, you learn more. Now I'll bring this in now. Before I'm able to work on this rectangle, I have to explode it first. Okay, I have to explode it first. How do I explode? You can click on this place now, this icon there. You click, then select whatever you want. Once you do it, it will explode. That means it will make all the sides of the element to be different. They can have different properties assigned to them. Is that okay? Yeah. So um, I have arranged it the way it should look. Now we'll continue. The next thing again, just a start window. Okay. Just as I told us earlier, even if you have pre-knowledge of what you're doing, not to worry. You just come down. You may have one or two things that will be very, very useful to you. You can learn it. This window, I may not need to select window again. I can just use this one and just do something like this, and that is that. I click escape. Now I can move it, copy it. How do you copy? Select it. This is go to modify. This is copy here. Okay, you click on copy, or I can say C O, enter. That gives you copy. Then I move. I put it to the place I desire. If it's the what I want, then I can move to the left hand side and place it where I want. If it's not okay, I think it's good. Let me make it a bit cleaner. It's a bit rough now. I clean it. All right. Get this. Copy. Okay, let me move it first. Move. I want to move it so you don't. Okay, and that is that. You've seen why there is need for you to have your laptop. Otherwise, everything will just be film. It's good you have your system by your side, and that's the best way to learn. When you whatever you see the screen, whatever you see on the screen, you can always repeat it. That's the best way to learn. Then you move again from here. Okay, I want to copy now, position it where I want. Good. I position it where I want, then I take it up from here. All right, this is what I want to achieve to the left hand side. Don't bother the way the work is rough. We're going to tidy it. Now I've gotten the windows. Okay. Then we'll have next to that, we'll have something like door at the middle. I think so. Okay, something like door. This is just for learning purpose. Okay, let me make it a bit tall. All right, I insert it. Then I don't need to copy it again. I just do copy, pick it up from this place, and join it together. And that is that. Okay, we're still coming. Now I want to get the base. Maybe the base needs to be bigger than what we have here. Take it down, extend it by the right. How do you extend it? Select it and move. Select it and move. Okay. Now it's still very rough. So what do you do? How do you remove the unwanted parts? Very easy. You come to modify, go to trim. You can see they're like scissors. You select it or you say TRM, enter, wash. It goes. Watch what happened again. I want to repeat it. I want to trim it. Okay? It goes. But then there's need for me to have a straight line here. Not to worry. All I need to do is for me to pick it up here. To inside the straight line. And that is that. I've gotten it. Now, there's still, we're having double lines here. Not to worry. All you need to do is to get it deleted. But there's, at the edge, you see some rough sketches there. You take your trim. It's going gradually. trim it, trim it, and you trim it, and trim as well, and that is that. I think it's having a little look of what I have there. Now we're not through with that yet. If you look at this base here, we have something like foundations, something like sand. Now you come to hash, go back to draw panel. Of course, at this point in time now, I shouldn't be telling you, do you know what is panel? Do you know what is tab? No. If for any reason you've forgotten or you missed the lecture, go back to the previous lectures we posted and find out which one is which. Now you come to this hatch, you locate it uh, in draw panel and select the symbol for the ground. I think it's something like this. Okay, let's manage it. Okay, just based on your choice. Then you say enter, and that is that. Now, if you watch the initial diagram, it looks thicker. Yeah, it looks thicker. So how do you get about that? Very, very important. We discussed line. Line has different thicknesses. Some of them are very tiny. Construction lines, some of them are thicker. Even among those that are thick, we still have different level of thickness. Some of them 20 mm, some of them 30 mm, 35 mm, and stuff like that. So uh, it all boils down to what you want per time. Now I want to improve on the thickness of this. All I need to do, come to properties. Okay, come to uh, layer. Okay, okay. I want to get. If your eyes are not on what I'm doing, you will miss out. Okay, I just set a particular line now. If you watch now, it's thick. So all I need to do is to take match, select it. Anyone I touch will be as thick as the other one. Anyone I touch will be as thick as the other one. So I think we've gotten uh, that simple diagram we're seeing there. Okay. Okay, I think there's still something missing. Okay, it looks as though it's bent by the side, inclined on the side. You're not to worry. And even the hatching system is different here. You go back to your hatch and find it and select it and put it as well. Now let me put this the the corner. It's just a style. Put it here. Okay, and that is that. Select enter, repeat it, come this place, and that is that. You've got it. Then at the end you can always trim it. See how it goes? See how it goes? Yeah. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Okay, I move it. What do? I move it to the right position, and that's that. Then I use my trim tool and trim here, and trim here, and trim here. All right. So we're having something like this. So I will encourage you to try it again and again until you have perfected. Now, mind you, again, at this stage, we're just trying on how to go about right places to call up the tools we want to achieve the diagram we desire. So that is what we're doing at this time. After this stage, after you must have known various locations of tools, we can now talk about adding dimensions in what we're doing. Uh, I will be working on the other one that looks like tab. So you watch very closely and observe it. Thank you very much. That should be our 4B continuous. Thank you. Let's go to the next section.